Okay, who can tell me what their favorite fairy tale is? There are plenty of them out there. Some that are well known and some that aren't. Fairy tales come from all around, from different countries and cultures. Okay, some of the fairy tales that we know are what? Yes, Hansel and Gretel. Yep, Three Little Pigs, Little Mermaid, Emperor's New Clothing. Good job. Those are great fairy tales, some that we've all grown up with. Here are some fairy tales that we know. These are just a handful of many that we have. Here we have The Beauty and the Beast, Peter Pan, Jack and the Beanstalk, The Frog Prince, The Nutcracker and the Mouse King. Did anyone know that was a fairy tale? Or The Christmas Carol? They are? Okay, so that being said, we're going to put this up on the board. With our fairy tales, some that we don't even know that are fairy tales. Some that we thought that we've seen as movies or been read too. This week we're starting a week-long activity. For our lesson plan today, we are going to be doing, we just read The Three Horrid Pigs by Liz Picciotto. This book, what do we learn about it? What was different about it? That's right, it started out as the pigs weren't very good. Were they? The mom didn't know what to do with them. So she kicked them out of the house. And then it went just as we know. They were building their own houses. But look, the wolf wanted to help. And was a good guy in the books. That's what's different about these books. They're called spoofs. And with spoof books, there's a little twist on them. They make the good guy bad, or the bad guy good. Or they change it around a little. So with our thing, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be writing our own spoof fairy tales. This is very fun because you get to basically make the fairy tale into what you want. Different. We're going to be writing these, and when you're writing these, I want you to think of what your reader would want to hear. It has to make sense. It can't be off the wall things that you would never happen or could never happen. When you're reading this, you also need to think about illustrations. Illustrations are very important to books. So you need to think about what pictures you could put in the book to make the book come alive. To make it so your reader understands it more or enjoys it. With doing this, we're going to be starting this today, and we're going to be ending it at the end of the week. We're also one day this week going to be taking it home. As we take it home, we're going to be working on it with our families, seeing what kind of input that our families can do. Also, you need to bring a prop of some kind back. I want you to work on this with your mom or your dad or your sister and brother all together. With this, if you were to do the Three Little Pigs, you can make a straw house. It doesn't, just a small one. It doesn't have to be very big. But make a straw house. You can make these out of straws that you suck in. You can make these out of anything around the house. You can bring in a glass slipper for Cinderella, or ruby red slippers of the Wizard of Oz. You can bring in anything that you find around the house. Don't go buy one. I want you to make it or find it around the house that can go with your story as a prop. And then I want you to bring it in. At the end of the week, we'll be going through our books, and we'll be reading them out loud as a class. So that way we all can see where we all took our stories. Someone can take them completely different from other people, and so it's fun to see what happens. And after that, we'll be turning them in, and we'll putting them on display so that the whole second grade can see them and can compare, because they're going to be doing them also, and can see what our class has done. So I want you to be thinking of that and start your project. Start writing your book, and then I will be around the class to come and help and ask any questions. We also have the computers in the back of the room that we can look up fairy tales on. So if you don't know exactly what fairy tales you want to do, you can look them up on the computer. Or you can go to our library and see what ones we have in there. You need it as a resource. I'm very excited to see what kind of Sierra books as we bring them along and work on them. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm here to help you.